Hey there, thanks for clicking Simplified, a place where we use sophisticated reasoning on thoughtful discussion to extract important information that we may use to diversify our perspectives. Or to simplify that, we finna learn something. Today's topic is Buddhism, so prep your mantras, focus your energy, and let's dive into this. To understand Buddhism, first we have to understand its founder, Siddhartha, or Buddha. Now, this guy grew up more spoiled than the milk in the back of the fridge. You want to grab it, but it's behind the OJ and the fruit punch, so you don't even worry about it. He was given everything he desired under one condition. He was not allowed to leave the palace. As he grew in age, one day he and his servant actually did leave the palace. Note, this is Siddhartha's first experience with the outside world. He sees an old man on the first trip, a sick man on the second trip, and a dead man on the third trip. He asked his servant, what was wrong with these people? The servant replied, that is change, pain, and death. It happens to all of us. Siddhartha made the rather rash assumption that this must be the true state of all things, and when he sees a peaceful monk, he decides that he too must find the answers to all of this. So he shaves his head, runs away from home on a journey to find enlightenment. Talk about commitment. So he travels the land learning from all these different monks, but none of them giving the answers he desired. Finally, he meets up with all these guys who were starving and beating their bodies senseless. According to these guys, punishing the body is the only way to achieve peace of mind, so Siddhartha's like, sign me up. One day, while on the verge of blacking out, he realizes that punishing the body really isn't helping anything, so he leaves these guys and gets some nice, delicious, fattening food. Out of options, Siddhartha goes to meditate under a tree and refuses to leave until he finds what he's looking for. And then, he's got it. He finally reached enlightenment. And from that, you've got a religion that has attracted about 369 million followers and is extremely popular with millennials. So, what can we learn from all of this? Lesson 1. Beware materialistic pleasures. Before the Buddha was even enlightened, he knew more wealth wasn't the answer to what he was looking for. At any point in time, as a monk, he could have returned home and enjoyed his kingdom away from worries. But he didn't. He knew that temporary pleasures received from all his parties, gifts, and mates wouldn't solve the issues that plagued him and everyone else. Translation: in our modern world, we're told so often from media and social society that our problems would be fixed if we had more wealth or made more money, when this isn't the case. While I'm sure it is to change your social class, its temporary gain is far from the answers of how to feel more fulfilled or improving one's overall happiness, and it's far from a remedy for depression, fears, and anxieties, or any other worry. I like to quote Jim Carrey: I think everyone should become rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it is not the answer. The world is a rough place, and that's a good thing. You see, this is the pep talk you should have gotten while you were still in the womb. Pain is certain, suffering is an option, which may or may not be an actual Buddha quote. This means to us modern folk that, hey look, things aren't always going to go your way. That one project you had high hopes for might not turn out. You could get passed up for that promotion at the job. You might not feel as confident to take on your daily tasks as you did yesterday. That one person you want to text you back in the same second that you sent the message isn't always going to do that. Some days you feel like the world is spinning too fast and your life is completely out of control. And Buddha says that's okay. No, that's perfect. Not only does this give you more reason to enjoy the moments that it's not like this, when it's beautiful outside, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and you can't find a worry in the world, or even the little things. Did you just grab the last Dr. Pepper in the fridge? Well, enjoy that moment to the max, because just like the negative times, it doesn't last forever. But as Buddha would teach it, even holding on to desire for the good moments leads to suffering. Instead, one must learn to see the good and the bad as equal and enjoy the moment for simply existing. Lesson 3. Life is not a journey. Siddhartha traveled all across the land seeking an understanding of the world. Each teacher he met gave him their knowledge, but none could give him the answers he was searching for. It was only when he sat alone under the Bodhi tree did he reach enlightenment. Translation: you are already enlightened, right here, right now, watching this video. You just choose not to see it. Buddhism and its other forms teach a very strange relationship between the world and the ego. You see, the ego is a pattern of conditioned habits and characteristics that we mistake for ourselves. We use these false selves to submerge into the experience of your world. Imagine it like the no self, having the ego on a leash, letting it roam free in the park of life, and just when it believes it's lost, the no self tugs on the line to let you know everything is going exactly as planned. Only for the ego to run off and get lost again, and the cycle continues. With this understanding, we can see that there is no journey of life, only the cycle of life. When you ease your mind and experience the now, the moment in the present, once you like and subscribe to this channel and abolish worries of the future and regrets from the past, you too will see the world as Buddha had described it. And that, my friends, is Buddhism Simplified. Thanks again for watching, and if you don't share this video with 15 people in the next 10 minutes, the Buddha will appear in your room at 12 o'clock a.m. and obliterate your ego. Bye.